posted it on Twitter. So those of you that didn't see it live, I mean, you can always do the DVR and reverse it, but those of you that didn't see it live, you can see it live. So we are headed back towards the city now. Beautiful out here in the mountains. Absolutely beautiful. Karen, thank you so much for your PayPal donation. Thank you, Karen. Making our way eastbound, driving towards the town right now. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever call Twitter X. I mean, you can try, but... Thank you, Tracy. We're making our way back towards town. We're doing good. We're doing very good. We just get more and more of these bands of snow that keep coming in. Slower down a little bit. I'm glad Data's been able to keep up with us, though. That's the big thing. Being able to show you guys this firsthand is fantastic. Crazy how quickly the road's completely snow covered again after the plow just came through. Or apparently not, I'm just talking to myself. Yes, we are headed back to Trinidad now. Headed back to Trinidad. See what things are like around town again. See if there's anybody who needs help. I was wondering why I haven't heard anything on the scanner, but it's probably because we're in the middle of nowhere right now. Absolutely in the middle.
probably the most uneventful road I've been on all day, and it's the highest altitude, and I thought it would have the most snow on it, so I was totally wrong on that one. That's alright. Maybe try this one later. I don't know, they seem to be plowing it pretty well.
If they're local traffic, if they can show you an ID with a local address, we can do that.
There's the Nan road.
Susan, thank you for your Cash App donation. And Karen, thank you again for your PayPal donation. We couldn't do this without you guys. You know that. Sorry, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I mean, in the next 48 hours, we're still looking at upwards of 3 to 4 feet of snow coming across this area. So it's going to keep it busy. There ain't no doubt about that. What is today? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Got another car coming up behind me pretty quick, so I'll probably pull over and let them go by again. Just one car or two. Well, they're not like riding my bumpers, so they're still a ways back. Once they get closer, I'll let them by. I only see one car. But I can tell they're cruising without chains too, so. You know what, I'm going to pull over and just let them by now before it becomes an issue. over and let that guy in a minute. Yeah, this snow is coming in good. Coming in good. But again, thank you guys all so much, as always, for tuning in, smooshing that like and subscribe button, your Venmo, PayPal, Cash App donations, however you support. I'm so blessed to be able to do this because of all you great people. All of you make this possible. This ain't me, it's all you. Thank you, Batman, for 23 months of membership. Thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't necessarily say people are driving bad. It's just I could drive a little faster, but because I've got chains on, it's not a good idea. All it will do is create problems for me. So it's better for me to just take it slow, let the cars without chains pass, and it's fine. That sounds great, Dominic. Hopefully you enjoy that. Happy birthday. Let this next truck go by. Hello.
Hello, passing you through to the next pit.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Really expected to lose hurricane strength by the weekend and continue. Hey, it's Tony. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
And when it comes to the...
Hey, you got programming?
Yep, I got the
them, they're
programming.
kind of wacky in a sense of
Awesome.
one direction or taking a turn in another.
Yeah.
Is this something that you've seen in your previous years of, tracking out storms and taking a look at the cone in itself?
Yeah, every storm is different, and every storm encounters different steering flow and different uncertainties, and that is probably more common.
Hello, it's going to be Kiana this time.
Attitude flow is a lot more variable. The steering flow tends to change a lot more. So, we're expecting that ridge of high pressure to build into the north and then weaken and probably see another ridge build into the west, which is going to force that southwestward motion. But if there's enough of a weakness in the ridge, the storm might slow down a little bit or try to turn north. If it goes north at all, the environment gets really bad, and the northern Gulf is likely to dissipate, weaken pretty quickly. But the most likely scenario at this point is this westward to then southwestward motion that will take us through the next 5 days.
Yeah, Wild, we were just talking about that with Brian Norcross, and if all you had was a static satellite image, you'd be pretty uncomfortable, but thankfully with all the technology, we know it's exactly what you said. Dr. Brennan, it's kind of like in golf, no pictures on the scorecard. You look at the forecast for this season, now we're at 17 named storms, 10 hurricanes, 5 majors. I don't think it necessarily played out as we thought it might. What are your thoughts on this season overall?
Yeah, I remember we had a lot of conversations in August and early September reminding people that there's a lot of activity on the back end or back half of the season, and that's what's played out this year. We've reached that sort of above normal threshold in many ways and had 10 hurricane landfalls in the basin this year, 7 different hurricanes making those landfalls. It's been extremely active, and the challenge with the later season activity is it tends to be more concentrated over in the western part of the basin, which can result in more of those land impacts, unfortunately.
And I kind of want to piggyback off of Ian's question. When it comes to the end of the season, and as we come to November 30th or even beyond that, what's one of the bigger things of this season do you think you guys are going to go back on and kind of dive deep into and kind of, dig out any of those deeper details into next season?
Yeah, well, we're starting to look into that now, looking at how the forecast...
Yeah, we were behind a plow a little bit ago, but I mean, literally, the plow is no more than a mile ahead of us. It just goes to show how
for those kind of
how things are out here, honestly.
Overall, the track forecasts were pretty good for this season, especially compared to 2023 when the track forecast areas were a lot larger. We had a lot more challenging track forecast last year. But, there's always the impacts. We're still trying to catalog exactly what happened in storms like Milton and Helene and Beryl. So, again, very widespread, significant impacts across not just the United States, but other countries, and we're still in the process of pulling that all together.
We don't have much time left. Before we let you go, though, I wanted to ask you, all the social science that the NHC has done is something that we've talked a lot about before this season. You had the experimental cone rolled out in the middle of this season. Any early feedback on that? I mean, we had a lot of examples of impacts being felt way outside the cone.
Yeah, I'm really had that this year. You think about Helene, where we had tropical storm and hurricane warnings in effect for the greater part of 3 or 4 states, and to be able to depict that wind risk, especially in the storm where we saw so much impact from wind. We think about the flooding in North Carolina, the storm surge in Florida, tremendous wind impacts in Georgia and South Carolina. So I'm glad we were able to depict that on our products. We're still gathering feedback, and we'll use that to decide how to move forward.
Yeah, the work is year-round, always very busy down there in Miami. Dr. Michael Brennan, the director of
How are you?
Hurricane Center, thanks again for being with us.
Thanks.
The Fox Weather is your winter storm HQ as well, and a significant winter storm is blasting parts of Colorado with heavy snow and whiteout conditions on the roadways. Fox Weather's exclusive storm tracker, Brandon Kopic, is joining us by phone now. He's been on the road tracking these impactful storms. And Brandon, we're watching you now as you're still navigating your way through parts of Colorado. The roads here look good, but how have the interstates been across the area? Because I know we've had a couple closures and reopens and closures once again.
Well, Kiana, I know it's pretty rough on the interstates, and a lot of it has to do with the accidents that have happened on the interstates. And then when you get accidents on top of accidents, it's just clogging up. They're not able to clear the roads. Then they can't get the equipment there to help clear out the accidents. So it's definitely been keeping things busy out there. From my understanding so far, they still have I-25 southbound out of Trinidad closed. I actually heard on the scanner a short time ago that they were considering piling snow in front of the entrance because trucks were starting to get on the interstate when they weren't supposed to.
Oh, wow. So that's one thing you definitely don't want to do, especially in the case like this, but we've been seeing interstates that have been closing. Another thing we've been noticing is that the temperatures are now in the 20s right now. I know earlier in the day they were a little bit slightly warmer. What type of snow have you been experiencing? I saw you get out your car and clean off your windshield. Is it dry snow or is it more of that wet dump snow?
Well, right now it's really transitioning to that dry, very small snow, very fine snow right now, and that actually helps when you're trying to drive through it, just because it's a lot easier for your tires to move through it when it's like that. Thankfully, we've been out here, we've been helping people however we can, but lately in between the last two hits, we have not had anybody that we've needed to help, so that's great news. And I know a lot of the locals around here just know when this stuff hits, just stay home. And a lot of people that end up getting stuck are the ones that are trying to find other ways through where the interstate is closed.
Exactly, man. We got one of the first blizzard warnings of the season issued there in New Mexico, just to the south of you. Just a week ago, it's so wild to see you in these conditions because just a week ago or within the week, you've been tracking severe weather. That's typically what we talk to you about. But talk about that swift transition from one weather event, that being severe weather earlier in the week, to now looking at winter weather.
Well, I mean, the key is to always be prepared for no matter what you're doing. Thankfully, I had my tire chains and cables in the car just in case, even though I knew I was in 80-degree temperatures. When I left home, I didn't anticipate covering a winter storm after a tornado event, but here we are. You just always have to be prepared for any kind of weather condition, and that's how anybody should be, whether you're a storm tracker or whether you're just somebody out on the roads. We're coming into winter, so you always want to have that kit with you just in case you get stuck out in the worst parts of weather.
Very smart. I keep a kit in my trunk. I keep an extra jacket and blanket in my trunk, too. I heard earlier that you were helping people. Actually saw some video of you pushing cars out of snowbanks. So how has that been out there? I know you talked about folks at this point staying off of the road, but have you been pretty much helping a lot of folks during your time there in Colorado?
Yeah, that's been mostly the priority of what we've been doing out here. Myself, Vince, and DL and Garrett, we're all just out here trying to help in whatever way we can and take in the views as well, because we were up in the mountains and found a little creek that came through the mountains, and it was just the most beautiful view that I have seen. And it's one of those things where you take a moment and you're like not focused on the fact that it's freezing cold outside, just listening to the calmness of the snow falling and seeing the water flowing through, just flowing so smoothly and sounding so beautiful. It's just a great thing to take out of everything.
Wow, finding that balance of the treacherous snow and then the beauty of the weather event as well. You're doing an amazing job out there, Fox Weather exclusive storm tracker, Brandon Kopic. Thanks again, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you through this evening too.
John, we got to check out today.
Gracias.
Hey, this is sponsored by Realtor.com, and right there where you see.
She gave me a gracias. Oh, Alyssa. The Trinidad High School Mighty Miners. That's different. Well, that sounds scary if you interpret it the wrong way. The Mighty Miners. They mean like actual mining, not like 12-year-olds. Just so we're clear. Pam, thank you so much for your PayPal donation as well. Thank you, Pam. As well as Josh's Computer Junkyard. Thank you so much, guys. Vince just texted me.
You hear me over there, Brandon?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Got a car. I thought it was multiple, but one is a car. A bunch of people are shoveling it. It's in the median. I think it's high centered. Behind the Safeway or the Exxon. That's my location. I'm going to be out with them, but it might take a couple people.
Copy that. I'll swing over there. I'm not too far away. Everybody's pulling into this gas station by 25. I'll be there in a minute.
Copy that. Well, maybe they got it. I don't know. I don't know if it looks like they're going to be a minute. I'll flip around here.
Everything the next two started, this vehicle is going to be submerged in the creek here. I'm not sure if anyone in the map has not noted that vehicle fluid leaking into the creek.
They just said there's a vehicle submerged in the creek.
Well, you better go over there and tell them that they can't park there.
They really can't park there.
It's going to take me an extra second to flip around because the lane that they're in, there's just a bunch of people sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Not helping them. So I got to, yeah, right here, I'm going to flip around and I'm probably going to go the wrong way in the wrong lane. Yeah.
You call this for the picture? I thought you've already been transferred to Survey Corn, if that's just the trip number for the call, please.
Oh, hell with it. I'll just park right in the median. Screw it.
Copy that. I might try and come back around the other way.
Alright.
I'll flip around. I'm gonna go down one street and then flip back around. Come from the other side.
I'm going to do is I'll send you those.
Right here, dang it. Missed it.
Hi, covered.
I don't know if somebody found you're not in your car. They're out fence.
Fire district for the FedEx here, and they're going to be handling everything. Just make sure that they're notified in the way.
Hi, covered. 1530.
If you go back up the road I just went up towards the hotel, there might be some people stuck up there. I'm not sure. There was a pickup truck stop at the top of the hill in the lane.
I'm going to go off here. You can try and adjust a little time. I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night, guys. 1530.
I'll watch it too. Same traffic. Have a good night.
Yeah, as well, 1530.
That horn's actually pretty funny.
I've been out of my car the whole time, but they're just talking. I missed something.
No, just go up the hill that I came. If you go up that hill, there might be people stuck up there. I don't know. when I flipped around, there was a pickup truck just sitting at the top of the hill. I couldn't see anything beyond it. It was only him parked there. But
There's a red car like floundering around up there that looks like it's rolling now. Yeah, is that you talking about the blue truck? Available. If not, I might just try to back her down to see her.
no, I think it was a red truck. I'm not sure though.
Are you going up there or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to loop back around.
Okay. Yeah, there's a blue truck just like sitting there. I don't know what he's doing.
Hello.
Oh, I got a stop sign.
Saw that truck just, yeah, that blue truck. I don't know what the hell he's doing up there, just sitting there.
There's a guy walking out from the left. I wonder if like the
Oh, it looks like if we back up, it looks like somebody's stuck in a 4Runner down this road.
There's a big hole on the left side of here.
go up here and check this guy. I don't know what this guy.
Yeah, I really don't know what the heck he's doing. Why would you stop in a lane of travel like that?
Well, that's cool.
Wiping it out.
Yeah, he must be waiting for that guy. That's real dumb.
Yeah, make a right and then make another right. There, like I said, that looked like there was a 4Runner stuck trying to get out of their driveway.
Wonder what will see that Silverado from earlier.
I think I'm about to 23 southbound. There's an unreadable plate on a silver Honda CRV. Looks like it's about 5 seconds.
Yeah, so I think if you make another right up here at the intersection, it was like the first left.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that stop sign over there on the left. If you glance down there, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, there's, oh my god. What is going on here? Quick, everybody in the ditch.
I'm gonna go to the next road up and come from the other way.
I'm just gonna bomb right on through here. We got the Silverado's got a 4-wheel southeast. What is it? He's blocking the road and this guy's heated. Be careful. He's like making all these hand gestures at me. So apparently, I don't know what his problem is. Yeah, actually this Nissan is stuck too. I think they're all stuck except for the truck.
Yeah, he's probably pissed because he wants to get out of there, but I don't know.
But my lights aren't on, like, not bothering nobody. I think it's tired of, like, people being nasty with no, like, implications.
I'm going to be clear of the scene. I'm looking her up.
No, I guess I gotta turn around.
I got these. Take a Father's Day because they had a male party having a mental episode.
Alright, well, that's her big old tough husband, so he probably don't want no other man talking to his wife, so that's probably what that was. So I'm going to say the 4Runner is still stuck, though.
Copy.
Yeah.
What was that? I walked on you.
Where are you at, dude? Where?
I'm coming back around. I was trying to go get it from the next road, but I thought it like connected and it didn't. So I'm coming back.
No, hurry. Give me a call in a second. I copy.
Hey, you can just come up behind me if you want.
I already passed. I'm about to come to the road in front of you.
Hey, that's fine. I'll deal with them. I'll be out.
Oh, I got another car stuck on this other road. Flipping back around.
Didn't copy that. What do you need? Yeah, he pulled out.
What? Highway 403. Yep. Ain't just Buster and those guys are bringing those trucks down. They're going to bring in the trick nets when they get to the shop. Yes, sir. They go exit 15, Main Street, and then up to Santa Fe Trail. Okay, get where I'll let him know. Told them to put the keys in the visor there. You guys can see right there if you needed them. Yep. The exit 11 movement, get some of them small cars out of there. Okay, 10-4. Robert, yeah, shoot, they just went by, so they're going to clear 350. Run will go down and back, and then dude will just keep on going. 10-4, I'm trying to get all these semis to pull up tight. If I get them all full tight, maybe I'll have enough room to fit around, and then I can go start getting the vehicle unstuck. Okay, 10-4.